Hi friends, this is Ram. In this video, going to discuss about leaf anatomy. Leaf anatomy. There are two kinds of leaf anatomy. Leaf anatomy. There are two kinds of leaf anatomy. That is dorsiventral leaf and isobilateral leaf. Bilateral leaf. Dorsiventral leaf commonly found in dicots and isobilateral in monocots. Why it is called dorsiventral leaf in a dicot leaf? Why dorsiventral? Because the leaf is differentiated into dorsal side and ventral side. Not both are the similar in a morphological and anatomically. Yes, so a difference. That's why that is dorsiventral leaf. In isobilateral leaf, the both dorsal side and ventral side morphologically and anatomically is the same. So suppose in anatomically all surface all cells in mesophila is not differentiated. Spongy parenchyma cells are found in isobilateral leaf. But here upper epidermis follows polycydous spongy parenchyma and lower epidermis follows spongy parenchyma. So anatomically different and morphologically different. So hence that are dorsiventral leaf and isobilateral leaf respectively. Now we will see about a dorsiventral leaf or dicot leaf. In any section of stem, root or leaf, three distinct zones are there. That are epidermal zone is the first zone. Epidermal zone. Cortex zone found generally in stem and root, but here leaf. Mesophyll zone instead of cortex. Mesophyll zone. And innermost zone is steel. A steel zone is common in all sections, that is root and stem and leaf also. Now we will discuss about epidermal zone. Epidermal zone in leaf are two distinct epidermis, that are upper epidermis, upper or adaxial epidermis, adaxial, and lower abaxial epidermis. So upper epidermis or lower epidermis in leaf are rectangular in cells. Rectangle cells or elongated cells, they are covered by vaxillae called cuticle, which prevent the loss of water because it's made up of simple lipid. The vaccine means a simple lipid layer covered the upper epidermis. And epidermal cells are living and contain protoplasm and large vacuoles. So upper epidermis contain lower number of stomata. Found in upper epidermis in dorsiventral leaf or dicot leaf. Lower epidermis also made by rectangle cells that are also covered by vaxillae cuticle, and the main difference is the more number of stomata found comparatively. Lower surface or lower epidermis contain high number of stomata comparatively, and that are also covered by cuticle layer, and rectangle cells and living cells contain protoplasm with large vacuoles. And second zone is mesophyll zone. Mesophyll zone in epidermal in dorsiventral leaf two differentiated into two kinds of cells, that is polycid parenchyma, polycid parenchyma, polycid parenchyma, and spongy parenchyma, spongy parenchyma. Polycid parenchyma, elongated cells and arranged in upper epidermal side, and that are arranged in a parallel, contain more number of chlorophylls, chloroplasts. So chloroplasts contain chlorophylls, and chlorophyll pigments absorb the light and perform photosynthesis. So the polycid parenchyma, high rate of photosynthesis performs due to the high number of chloroplasts compared with the spongy parenchyma. Spongy parenchyma are oval in shape and arranged loosely and with large air cavities are present. So these are loosely arranged and air spaces or air cavities are present, and within the mesophylla zone the vesicular bundles are present, that is xylem and phloem, which are surrounded by bundle shaped cells which made by parenchymatous cells, bundle shaped cells. So these are the three distinct zones, that is epidermal zone and mesophylla zone, which differentiated into two kinds of cells, that is polycid parenchyma with a high number of chloroplasts and rate of photosynthesis is high, and spongy parenchyma that are loosely arranged and oval in shape and a lower number of chloroplasts, and rate of photosynthesis also low compared with the polycid parenchyma cells. And the lower zone is steel made by vascular tissues that is xylem and phloem, and conjoined type of vascular bundles present in the leaf like stem, and that vascular bundles are covered by bundle sheath cells which made by the parenchymatous cells. This is the overview of the dorsiventral leaf. Let us see about monocot leaf or isobilateral leaf. Let me see about monocot leaf anatomy. Here also three distinct zones, that are epidermis, mesophyll and epidermis, mesophyll and vesicular bundles, that is the steel. Epidermis, upper and lower, upper epidermis and lower epidermis contain a similar number of stomatas. Here not differentiated well, and both are same number of gourd cells, that are stomata cells. And both cells are rectangular, elongated and living, and contain protoplast and large vacuoles, large sized vacuoles, and that are covered by cuticle layer, that is waxy, and prevents the loss of water. There are many ways it's similar to the dicot leaf, but epidermal differences between the dicot and monocot is a high number of the same number of stomatas present on both sides, both epidermal, lower epidermis and upper epidermis. That is the epidermal zone. And mesophylla zone. Mesophylla zone here not differentiated into polycida and spongy parenchyma. Here all mesophylla cells are made by spongy parenchyma. all made by spongy parenchyma. Spongy parenchyma tissues that are loosely arranged and high air spaces present, and they contain a chloroplast and perform photosynthesis. This is the mesovillar cells. Within the mesovillar region, the steel present, that is the vesicular bundles. The vesicular bundles are conjoint type, and not a distinct covering layer. That is, bundle layer is not distinct, and uh, uh, these are the vesicular bundles generally midvein. It's large in size, and lateral veins are small in size. That's depending on the size of the vein. The size of the vesicular bundles depends on the size of the veins. Generally parallel venation. Most of the veins are similar, so vesicular bundles are not source much of variations except midvein. And epidermal region, some of the cells are large in size. Some of the cells are large in size due to absorption of more amount of water, so become a touched. The touched colorless larger cells are called bulliform cells. Bulliform cells that are found only in monocots, mostly grasses. Monocots, when absorb more amount of water, they become exposed leaf surface or leaf lamina to the light or environment. When in water scarce conditions, the loss of water due to the deficiency of water, so the times the leaves fold inwards, so thereby prevent the water loss. So these are the overview of leaf anatomy. Thank you.